I am the beast that grows the wheat.
Greetings everybody, I'm Commander Great, CG for short, and happy Halloween! Halloween has always been one of my favorite holidays. I love eating candy, making jack-o'-lanterns, and dressing up in spooky costumes. Wally here is dressed as Bart Simpson.
Slingshot.
No, Wally, you can't play with your slingshot inside. Millie and Computer are dressed as Principal Scudworth and Mr. B.
I don't get your human traditions, but I have to admit, this outfit does make me look pretty cool.
Where are my bitches?
And Joe here is dressed as... Wait, what are you supposed to be?
Huh? Oh yeah, we were supposed to dress up. I'm, a piranha plant for the Super Mario series.
Wow, you're terrible at pulling that off. You don't look anything like a piranha plant.
Well, what are you even supposed to be?
Well, isn't it obvious? I'm
the Zodiac Killer.
Now, if there's anything I love more on Halloween than dressing up, it definitely has to be consuming a bunch of spooky media, like watching some spooky movies, reading through some classic creepypastas, or firing up a good old spooky video game. But one of my favorite things to do has always been going on YouTube and watching some classic spooky videos. YouTube really is a goldmine when it comes to horror content. There's so many classic, weird, and unsettling videos from all across the site that have become absolutely iconic. I mean, there's a reason you'll see so many YouTubers still talking about these videos. They've really become like modern-day campfire stories. So, today I decided I would look through some of these videos that scared us so much as children. So join me as we take a dive into the dark side of YouTube. Now, when people bring up the dark and creepy part of YouTube, a lot of videos pop up in my mind, like Blank Room Soup, the many different Suicide Mouse videos, There Is Nothing, and I Feel Fantastic, which I would argue has sort of become a mascot for this part of YouTube. This is Tara the Singing Android, featured in a YouTube video titled I Feel Fantastic, uploaded in 2009 by a user going by Creepy Blog. The video featured Tara singing a song called... well, I Feel Fantastic, singing about how absolutely amazing she feels, with the video sometimes cutting to random footage of the creator's backyard. Now, this video is very weird on its own. The way Tara moves is pretty uncanny, and that paired with the robotic voice really makes for a creepy video, not to mention its incredibly odd description. Now, with such a mysterious video such as this, a lot of little MatPats were gonna try to come up with their own little theories about the true nature of this video. Like, what if the creator of this video was actually a serial killer? And what if the clothes Tara is wearing is actually the clothes of the victims? And what if the random footage of the woods is where they hid the bodies? Now, of course, these theories were fun and did make the video a little more creepy, but at the end of the day, they were just theories, because in reality, this video was just made by someone who really liked making singing robots. In fact, Creepyblog wasn't even the original uploader. The video was taken from a website that was advertising these videos as sort of robot music videos. So no, the creator of these videos weren't a serial killer, they were just someone who really enjoyed making singing robots. The weird vibe and random footage of a backyard were most likely the effect of the creator being very amateur when it came to filmmaking. So when you see the video in that way, it kind of stops being creepy and just becomes kind of wholesome. Tara was just made as a passion project by someone who really loved making singing robots, and that I can kind of respect. Now, there are a ton of other one-off creepy videos like this on YouTube, such as the video Body of a Pig, which features footage of some people exploring an abandoned building, as suddenly you hear someone in the background saying, Now, this would be pretty creepy on its own. However, when they wind back the footage, they discover that, there's the pig man! It's fake. Now, of course, I can't go a video talking about creepy YouTube videos without talking about what might be my favorite horror web series of all time. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. DHMIS, the pinnacle of horror on YouTube. I would argue this is probably the most iconic internet horror series of all time, right up there with Salad Fingers and Marble Hornets. This dark and twisted take on a kid's show really captivated me, and it really had a big effect on me in my childhood. And yes, I watched all these videos as a child, the trauma runs deep. These videos just made me fall in love with weird and uncanny media, an interest that I'm still holding on to all these years later. The show is structured pretty much like a kid's show, following 3 puppet characters as they learn about different lessons, ranging from creativity to computers to dreams and healthy eating. Now, every episode starts off seemingly innocent enough, featuring a catchy song and some cute visuals, before slowly starting to get more and more uncanny and unsettling, until eventually hitting a point where everything just goes off the wall crazy, usually featuring a lot of gore and spooky visuals along the way. This show is really good at putting you off. Even outside of the crazy moments when things seem relatively normal, there's just something that feels off. Characters will sometimes just repeat words for no reason, or there will be a prolonged period of time where everything just stops and then goes back to normal after a few seconds. It's like the world operates on a whole different logic than ours, where logic is punished, creativity is silenced, and questions are discouraged. It really makes you think and wonder if there's something more going on underneath all of this, and throughout the series you do get little hints on the true reality of this universe. However, nothing is ever truly explained. Even in the final episode where it seems everything is going to be explained, we're still left with a lot of questions. Like, what's really the deal with the yellow guy's dad, Roy? What does the ending of episode 4 mean? And did pulling the plug even do anything? Or is it just resetting everything we've just seen, with the puppets forced to live through the torment again? Well, there are definitely a lot of theories you could come up with, but honestly, I kinda don't want to solve what's really going on in this series. A lot of the horror from this series comes from the fact that everything is so mysterious. Us humans are scared of the unknown after all, so if everything was just outright explained, I don't think it would be as scary. It's the same reason I love movies like The Shining and games like the first Five Nights at Freddy's. It's much more scarier to me when some details in the story are left unexplained, since it leaves our minds to fill in the blanks. And often what lies in our minds is way scarier than any piece of media could ever cook up. Now, I should also bring up the new Don't Hug Me I'm Scared TV series that came out last year, which, don't get me wrong, I do also really enjoy. However, I wouldn't say it's as good when it comes to the horror elements. It's much more focused on being a comedy, which it does do a very good job at. However, I will always have a soft spot for the original web series, and I will continue to rewatch it and love it for years to come. Well, that was sure spooky. DHMIS really is an internet horror classic.
Beware of the nerd slasher! Beware of the
Who the hell could that be? I swear, if it's my neighbor humping my mailbox again, I'm gonna freak out.
Beware! Beware! The nerd slasher is coming!
Hey, you old hag, can you stop yelling? I'm trying to talk about spooky videos here.
It has been 10 years since the last time the nerd slasher graced our town, and this time he's coming for you! Ooh!
What the sand was her deal?
She was talking about the nerd slasher.
The what now?
The nerd slasher. It is a wretched, evil being that comes to Crowville every 10 years on Halloween. Oh god, I totally forgot.
You're talking a whole lot of hoo-ha, Joe. I've never heard of any nerd slasher.
Let me explain. Once every 10 years, this creature appears. It comes to Crowville on October 31st. It hides in the trees, and it sneaks in the breeze. And it comes to this town with a real bloodthirst. Now you, my dear friend, might think it's a legend, a tale told by kids around a fire. But believe me, it's real. This thing is the real deal, and it is not a thing to admire. It has real sharp claws, it's got a huge jaw, and it hunts nerdy guys for a living. It'll come to your house, sneaking quiet like a mouse. It'll kill you, and it's not forgiving.
So it only hunts nerdy guys like me?
Yeah, that's right. It goes from house to house looking for some nerds to kill, and when it finally finds you, it'll cut you clean in half.
I don't want to get killed by the nerd slasher. Why haven't you told me about this before, Joe?
Well, I didn't want to scare you too much, and I didn't realize it would come back so soon.
Is this something we should worry about? CG?
Oh, of course not. Don't worry, little Martian.
I'm not a Martian.
There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Ow! Wally, what have I told you about playing with your slingshot inside? You'll knock someone's head off.
Sorry.
Now let me get back to talking about the spookies. No Through Road. God, I love this video. It features a bunch of teenage guys driving together while having fun. You know, goofing around, messing with a video camera, stuff that teenagers do. Eventually, the group of teenagers hit this sign saying No Through Road on it. They then arrive at this tunnel, and once they go through it, everything seems relatively normal at first, until they realize that eventually after driving some more, they arrive at the same tunnel again. And again. And again. Eventually, some creepy music also starts playing on the radio by itself, and near the end of the video, this creepy figure shows up who proceeds to murder the guys in the car while the creepy radio music keeps playing in the background. Man, this video is just so well done. It all feels relatively grounded in reality, and if I didn't know any better, I could probably be genuinely fooled into thinking it was real footage of people getting murdered. All the actors for the teenagers all do a really good job at making the footage feel authentic. Throughout the video, they keep making jokes, goofing around, and screaming, and this is just how teenagers act. And that creepy radio music, man, the way it just repeats the same part of the song over and over again really adds to the creepy factor of this video. It really is a classic when it comes to YouTube horror, and it will continue to be for years to come. I just realized I say that a lot. It will continue to be for years to come, like I say that a lot in videos. Now, YouTube is no short of amazingly crafted horror videos that manage to creep you out simply by how the videos are made. Sometimes all you need to be scared is just a spooky dooky atmosphere, and there are plenty of videos that do that really well. And then some videos just go the cheap route and just jump scare you. These are what we call screamers. Pretty much videos that'll try to trick you by starting out normal and innocent, and then jump scaring you with a scary face. I absolutely hated these things, especially when they caught you off guard. You'll just be watching this peaceful little video of this car going down this road with this relaxing music playing in the background, and then ah! Oh my god, Satan, is that you? There were a ton of these on YouTube back in the day, such as the car commercial one, the rocking chair one, and that really stupid looking Michael Jackson one. Yeah, looking back on it, most of these weren't really that scary. Like, look at that. That's just like a Halloween prop. Now, I definitely fell for a lot of these, and they all did manage to spook me out when I first watched them, but I wouldn't really say any of them left any lasting impacts on me outside of just feeling a little caught off guard by it. That is, except for one. And sadly, I can't show it to you because it's lost media, but I can recreate it to the best of my ability. The title of the video was Hur man bygger en TV i Minecraft, translated from Swedish being How to Build a TV in Minecraft. I remember this so strongly. I remember I was watching it on a long car ride on my dad's iPad with headphones on. It probably just got recommended to me and I decided to watch it, since I was a pretty big fan of Minecraft. It was definitely made by a kid, maybe around 11 to 13. I just remember him sounding pretty young. The video was pretty much a tutorial on how to build a working TV in Minecraft, with the majority of the video consisting of him building it while talking. Then at the end, when it was finally done, he went to turn it on, and the screen cut to a jump scare of Regan from The Exorcist with that loud scream from the scary maze game playing in the background. And then the video cut to a picture of a koala. Yeah. Man, this video caught me so off guard. I had never been that scared of jump scare videos before, but after I watched this one, for probably 2 years before watching any other YouTube video, I would go down into the comments and check if it was a jump scare video. Yeah, it really affected me a lot. I think the biggest reason for that was because you wouldn't really expect a Minecraft tutorial to be a screamer video. Most other screamer videos would often try to trick you by making you look really close to the screen, or telling you to bump up the volume, but this video, well, it was just a normal Minecraft tutorial until the very end, and I'm really surprised that I remember it so clearly all these years later. But with it being lost media, I can't show it to you, and honestly, I don't think I'll ever be able to show it to you. Trust me, I have searched far and wide for this video, but I haven't been able to find it again. I remember the comments being filled with a lot of hate comments, so the most likely scenario is that the creator just took it down, and unless someone downloaded it, it'll most likely stay lost forever. I guess the only place it remains in now is my mind, where it'll stay till the day I die.
Wait, guys, did you hear that?
Yeah, it sounded like it came from the window.
Nerd.
Ah! It's the Nerd Slasher!
Wait, what?
Slingshot.
It's not the Nerd Slasher, Joe. That's just Wally. Yeah, good Walrus. Play with that thing outside.
No, I swear it was there.
You know, I don't even think there is such a thing as the Nerd Slasher.
No, you gotta believe me. The Nerd Slasher is real, and you're in great danger.
Wait, great danger. Great danger. Great. Commander Great, that's me!
Ha! You know what? Fine. Go get killed by the Nerd Slasher. See if I care.
Well, okay then. I wonder who that could be.
It must be the Nerd Slasher.
Oh, you don't really believe that, do you?
I don't know, CG. From what Joe said, it sounds pretty scary. I think you're in danger.
Oh, stop it. It's probably just the mailman or the crazy lady from earlier.
What's up, guys? Nathaniel Skeleton here.
Oh my god! Oh no, not you again!
You're diddly darn right, back for another Halloween Comfest.
What the hell, what?
Why are you even here? You stopped being funny the moment you left!
I was on the hunt for Detective Peterson as he lodged his gun down my boner shaft. My friend Joe Rogan chopped off my earlobe and indiscriminately fed a homeless guy my blood.
Is this really gonna happen every Halloween now?
The homeless guy stripped off to his undergarments and puked on her face.
I just love my dog! I just love my dog! I just love my dog! I just love my dog!
That's all for today. See you on the flip side, Grandfather Cracker.
Ah! Who was that? Was that the Nerd Slasher?
No, Joe, it was Nathaniel Skellington. You really gotta stop believing in that stuff. The Nerd Slasher isn't even real. It's probably just a fairy tale made to give you a spook around Halloween. Why, the Nerd Slasher is just as absurd as aliens and goblins. Speaking of spooky stories, let's get back to talking about some more videos.
CG, your life is literally at stake.
Mariana Mordecai. Mariana Mordecai Glesgorov is an old YouTube video dated back to 2008 that was supposedly cursed. Ooh. It's a 20-second long video of a man staring emotionlessly at you with this red filter over the video. He does nothing but stare until the last 2 seconds where it shows him smiling. The story behind this video is that supposedly there was a 2-minute version of the video that when people watched it, they would rip out their eyes and mail them to YouTube's headquarters. So YouTube removed the video and put up this 20-second version so people wouldn't go looking for the full video. Obviously, the video isn't cursed, and the story is just made up. It's just a picture of a man taken from a 2004 survey about marketing professionals. I'm just so confused on why anyone looked at this picture of this random guy and thought, yeah, let me put a red filter over that and post it on YouTube. And the story behind it is just so stupid. How the hell did people even mail their eyeballs to YouTube's headquarters? What, did they go ask their mommy and daddy to send it to the nice YouTube people? But yeah, this video was never really that scary to me, but it did scare a lot of other people. However, to me, it was just a dumb video of a red guy, and I'd say I definitely prefer the other spooky YouTube red guy. Speaking of dumb cursed YouTube videos that people used to believe in, obey the walrus.
Buckle?
No, not you, Wally.
Aw.
This is another one of those classic YouTube videos from the early days of the website, being uploaded all the way back in 2007. The video starts out with, out of all things, Andros from Star Fox singing the Itsy Bitsy Spider in Spanish, before cutting to a bunch of weird psychedelic footage, and then cutting to a video of a disabled woman dancing around with the Itsy Bitsy Spider song reversed and distorted playing in the background. This is another one of those cursed videos that was supposedly made by a Spanish cult that worshipped a walrus. Yeah, no, this video didn't come from a cult. It was most likely just made by some edgy teenager who decided to have a fun night with Adobe Premiere Pro CS3 free trial on their shitty Windows Vista laptop to try and scare some people. I mean, when you look at the video at itself without the creepy music, it really isn't that scary. It's just a disabled woman dancing, and when you look at it that way, you kinda realize that the whole shock value of the original video comes from the fact that she's disabled, which, yeah, is kinda shitty. By the way, if you want to learn more about the woman in this video, Sandy Crisp, I would highly recommend looking up YouTube videos about her. She's a really interesting figure, and her story is definitely worth checking out. So, as you can tell, there are a lot of different spooky YouTube videos from all across the site. From genuinely scary videos that'll stay in your mind for years to come, to cringy attempts at being scary by edgy teenagers, there's truly no end in sight when it comes to horror content on YouTube. However, out of every video that exists on this site, there's one that I would really call the gold standard for horror content on YouTube. That being Gumball, the Grieving Reaction by Luigi Kid Gaming. Okay, but for real, username 666. Username 666 is a real classic. It was uploaded way back in 2008 by the user Nana825763, also known as Purapito, and it is definitely a very iconic video. The video shows someone looking up a user on YouTube called username 666, and after not appearing, they keep refreshing the page until the screen starts to become corrupted. After even more refreshes, a bunch of satanic imagery starts popping up, with the person not being able to close any tabs or windows. This goes on for a while, until eventually the video ends with a jump scare as a pair of hands come out of the screen for a split second. This video is popular for a reason. It's so well done, and to me as a child, I kinda believed it was real. I mean, there was actually a user at one point on YouTube called username 666 that actually did get terminated, and that did add a lot of believability to the video. But of course, the actual story of username 666 is not real. However, it did inspire a lot of rumors and legends around YouTube that some people still believe to this very day. I feel like the concept of username 666 has really grown to be bigger than the original video. Hell, I'd bet most people probably thought it was just a creepypasta and had no idea it was made by Nana825763. Speaking of the creator, man, they are just so amazing at what they do. They actually still upload to this very day. Sure, most of it may be Minecraft playthroughs, but every once in a while they'll upload a new horror video. And man, they haven't lost a single touch. They're just as creative as ever, maybe even more so now than ever. They have such a big library of spooky videos that are perfect to watch around Halloween, such as Poke Poke Shopping, Cooking Idol, and arguably their magnum opus, My House Walkthrough. Man, the amount of effort that must have taken to make this video is just unbelievable. And the behind the scenes of it, you see just how far the creator went to make it, pretty much ruining a whole ass house they bought for this video, and that really has to be commended. Nana825763 is, in my opinion, what every person who wants to make horror content on YouTube should strive to be. Obviously, with that, I don't mean copy their style of content, no, but copy their commitment and dedication to the art. These types of videos take time, and when you're someone who works this hard, it'll all pay off in the end. Even if it takes months, even years to make these videos, it's all worth it in the end when you've made such interesting and spooky videos for people to enjoy all over the world, and especially around Halloween. What now? Hello? Is anyone out there?
Kill.
What?
Kill.
Can you repeat that?
Kill, nerd.
I'm sorry, buddy, you're so far away, I can't quite hear you that well.
Ah! It's the Nerd Slasher! It was real all along!
That's what I've been telling you!
Okay, that should keep me safe.
Nerd.
No, please, get away from me! I'm not a nerd, I swear!
Kill. Nerd.
Huh? Wally, you saved me!
What back with slingshot?
Okay, you can play with your slingshot inside.
Cookie?
Yes, and you can have a cookie.
Yippee!
Wait a minute. It's a mask? Then, who are you really? Huh?
You've just been tricked by the great Gingerbo!
Huh?
Oh, the look on your face was just priceless. Happy Halloween, Commander and Phony!
Huh.
There's a snake in my boot.
Oh my god, CG, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Turns out the Nerd Slasher was just some phony in a costume.
Oh.
Well, that's a relief. I was pretty worried for you. If you died, then I'd had one less person helping me repair my ship.
Is that the only reason you were worried for me?
Wait a minute. If that wasn't the Nerd Slasher, then where's the real one?
I'm right here.
Oh, hello? Are you?
Yes, I am the real Nerd Slasher. But don't be alarmed, I retired from killing years ago.
So, what are you doing here?
Gather round, children. I'll tell you. Not very long ago, I was a killer, and killing nerds, that was my goal. It was a side thing, merely a hobby, but it soon got out of control. As I kept killing, I became a legend, something that people would fear. Now I am tired, I'm green and retired, and now I can live life in peace.
Police! Police! Everyone up with your hands, cabrón!
Oh no, they found me!
Huh? Who the heck are you?
I'm Officer Blanco of the Crowville Police Force. This is my assistant James Ball. That man is under arrest for all the murders of multiple nerds all around Crowville.
I'm not going back to jail!
James, no, you fucking bastard. Chinga tu madre, culero.
Well, that was yet another wacky commander-grade adventure.